my people? It's your boy KJ,
It's JB.
and welcome back to another episode of the Hoops Hustle Playoff Edition.
Man, the playoffs round one. What are you telling me, bro?
Fam, there's been some big games this series, man. For me, you got Lakers blowing out.
Unfortunately.
You got the Suns getting swept.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, man.
And then
Did you expect that one, though?
I wasn't expecting a sweep.
Nah, I thought the Suns would have got a game or two. I actually picked the Suns to win this series, but...
Fam, you remember when we did our prediction videos, I was saying, I think KD's going to come out for a big game.
Yeah, we said that.
Stinker, man.
Yeah, it's embarrassing still.
What do you think went wrong with the Suns, though?
One, I feel like they just didn't gel together. I think when you have three people that just do the same thing, just score the ball, it's not really going to work, man. You see like the LeBron super teams, you had obviously LeBron, Kyrie, but we also have Kevin Love inside, rebounding the ball, stuff like that.
There was synergy with the team.
Synergy. So I think the Suns just didn't work out.
Let me tell you where they messed up. That owner, I think, got too trigger happy.
Way too trigger happy. Yeah.
The trade for KD, you lost all your depth.
Yeah.
Which ain't too bad, to be fair. I would trade for KD.
For Kevin Durant.
The top 10, or top 15, 20 player of all time.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like the trade that messed up is the Bradley Beal one. And you give him a no trade clause.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because at the end of the day, they still had some pieces to, again, make a good core around Booker and KD, but they decided to go big fish hunting and it backfired on them, man.
And I understand you had to get rid of DeAndre Ayton, but bringing in Nurkic, who's more offensive than defensive, makes no sense.
Nah, facts. But then obviously I heard the Suns owner say they're trying to run it back again this summer. What do you think?
Run it back for another sweep, man. You're just wasting KD's years, man.
Yeah, man.
That guy can still ball, can still shoot. My man had less shots this year, but still the same efficiency.
Do you hear what Stephen A was saying about Devin Booker? About how he's apparently linked to the Knicks?
Oh, I think that would make sense, you know.
I could see it, him and Brunson on the Knicks.
Yeah, but you can't be running away, man. You got swept, so you actually kind of need to face the music.
Yeah.
Like, since you've got rid of CP3, the Suns have really been going downhill.
Really and truly, yeah, you're right, man. You're right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with them.
Boy, JB, we've got to talk about the Lakers, man.
Talk to me, man.
We've got to talk about the Lakers.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
What do you make of that whole series?
I think that was one of the most frustrating series I've watched because the series was... Listen, I don't want to be that guy, but we could have won that series.
Oh, 100%.
Like, we had it in the bag, bro. We were up 20 points in game 2. And as they were chipping away, I just said to myself, they're going to lose in the worst way possible. They've been doing it all season.
Mate, every single game, they were leading at halftime. They was up 20 one game, I think up 13 another game, up 12 another game. And it's like, they can't close the deal.
They can't, man.
Do you know one thing that really grinds my gears with Lakers is like whenever they're shooting threes, I just cringe.
Bro, you haven't been a good shooting team all season. Like, you know it's the playoffs, you need an easy bucket, but you continue to spam the threes. I just don't know. But would you consider that down to coaching or just players themselves?
I think it's a mixture of even how the setup was. So you got coaching, the players, and then even the GM for building that team around. Because like we've known LeBron for years. You need to surround him with 3-and-D guys. Look, you had Mike Miller with the Miami Heat. Then you had what's it called? You had some decent. You had J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and the Cavs. And then even Lakers won it recently. You had Caldwell Pope. You had Caruso. Like, so you need to surround LeBron James with 3-and-D players.
It's like, if you're Rob Pelinka, you should have known this. Everyone in the league knows it, but he decided to switch away after 2020, after the formula you saw to win a chip. After 2021, getting Westbrook, a non-shooter. It's just been downhill since, man. But
mate, what Dwight Howard said is something I've been screaming for time. They shouldn't have got rid of KCP. Like, KCP's been killing them.
Man, but okay, let's not do revisionist history because we have to remember the last time we saw KCP in a Lakers uniform. In a Suns series where he was afraid to shoot the ball. Remember when LeBron was screaming at him? Was that?
Okay. I like the fact that you brought up that Sun series. I feel like that Sun series, you had LeBron James just returning back from injury.
Yeah.
And that was one of the first time that he's been out for quite a long time. And then you also had AD dropping down in that series.
Yeah.
So for me, losing 4-2 to Suns who went to the finals actually wasn't a bad shout. Trading for Westbrook wasn't your solution.
That's one of the worst trades in the last 10 years, you know.
Like, Westbrook for me is an all-time great player. And we need to give him a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
But the fit at the Lakers just did not make sense.
Yeah, even you see what he's doing now with the Clippers, where they're basically letting them shoot the ball, just killing the offense. So I mean, it's a painful way to go, losing to the same team again, especially when you were that close to making it through. But if you're the Lakers, what do you see them doing this summer? Would you say LeBron's going to stay, or are they going to make some moves?
I think LeBron's staying at Lakers for now. I think he's
Yeah.
going to retire a Laker. I think Lakers need to focus on 3 key areas. They need to surround the team with shooting, like adequate shooting.
Yeah.
For me, D'Angelo Russell had a decent season, okay, but you can't come in the playoffs with a donut.
But what was I telling you all season though? D'Angelo Russell is not the guy. Yes, he had a good season in the regular season, but we all know the playoffs are high speed. Defensively, teams are more at it. They're hungrier. They're going to be locking in on you. And his slow kind of offense, his nonchalant way, which is good obviously sometimes in the regular season, in the playoffs is a completely different ball game. So
yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I knew what to expect. I was hoping it wasn't going to happen again, but he unfortunately proved me right, man.
Yeah, I'll actually try and hope that D'Angelo Russell extends his contract.
What, with the Lakers?
Yeah, so that you can trade him in the piece.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because if he doesn't, if he leaves, you lose him for free.
Yeah,
you can't match up that whole salary.
So either way, he knows he's getting a deal this summer.
Yeah.
So I feel like because he even said himself, he's like, he knew he had leverage in the summer. So.
And then the second thing for me, the Lakers need to do is get AD a backup big man.
Please.
The guy said time and time again, he does want to play the 5. Cool. Please. There are some games he actually does need to play the 5. But if you see when Lakers last won it, you had JaVale McGee and you had Dwight Howard.
Yep.
Able big men that can contend with big guys. Like Aaron Gordon is a big guy. Jokic is a big guy. Having Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood, who are both unfit, to help AD.
Yeah.
Those are big boys that Jokic would be like, fam, who are you?
Like you had Rui guarding Jokic. You had LeBron at 39 years old guarding Jokic. And I feel like with AD, he didn't need to be the 5 full time. Just give him another big throughout the regular season, maybe second, third quarter. But when it's crunch time, you already know AD's playing the 5.
You need another body that can just throw fouls. Like,
yeah.
Cool. Here's this.
I can get a rebound as well, bro.
Oh, fam, like offensive rebounds, they got killed.
Aaron Gordon was smoking us on the board, so I thought that the formula for the Lakers to win is there, which is why I don't think they're gonna break up the team. But will Rob Pelinka pull off those right moves and coaching as well?
For me, the third one is don't go big game hunting.
Yeah.
I think the big 3 era is kind of dead. You see it with the Nuggets. You see they got 2 key players and then good rotational players around them. You see it even with Bucks. You got 2 key players, rotational players around them. Same with Celtics, 2 key players, rotational players around them. And I think you got good players in AD. You got good players in LeBron James. For me, you just need able rotational pieces around him. So I feel like don't go stargazing.
And obviously with the Lakers as well, coaching matters in the league. I feel like we were just out-coached in the last seconds of the game constantly by the Nuggets.
Mike Malone really showed who the big daddy is in this game. Darvin Ham, for me, there was a key questionable decisions, key questionable rotational pieces. And I think, Mike Malone showed him who's really the boss.
Like, how can you not have a timeout for the last 3 minutes of a pivotal game?
That guy, man, all he has is his hands in his pocket and just doing everything and thinking,
So, in terms of coaches out there, who would you say the Lakers could get?
I'm hoping the Clippers flame out.
Yeah, I need Ty Lue on the Lakers.
Ty Lue?
I need him.
The one coach I would have said is Eric Spoelstra, but he ain't leaving.
Well, that is never happening. That is never happening.
With players, I think the coaches too are having a new era of new coaches joining in the league.
I agree. What do you make of JJ Redick? Could you see him being a coach for the Lakers?
If I'm him,
I wouldn't say that.
For Lakers?
Yeah, for the Lakers. Like, you know, LeBron likes to pull off moves just randomly.
I think LeBron James needs someone with balls. I know. Yeah. I'm not saying that.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I feel like JJ Redick needs a young team to grow. I feel like the Lakers' job is too much of a big job for him to take.
But I feel like for any coach, listen, you're coaching the Lakers, you're coaching LeBron. It's going to come with so much pressure.
The thing is, if I'm JJ Redick, I'll forget about that whole coaching thing, man. What he's got with a podcast game and what he's got even with
that's the
him
thing
on ESPN, man, the money there is much better, man.
That's the thing. And he commentates on games as well. So why do you feel like he's pursuing coaching? Do you feel like maybe he just misses being around the game and that kind of sense?
You can tell his love for the game is there.
Yeah.
Like when you hear him talk about ball, like he's actually a wise guy to listen to.
Definitely.
But for me, man, I won't even think about coaching Lakers. I'm hearing about Charlotte though.
I've seen Charlotte. I mean, they do need some fresh blood in there. They're such a young team, but I feel like they're way too young. Just bad habits all over the place. So I mean, that's a good place to start. You have no expectations. You got a good player in the Melo Ball, and obviously, you got a few other pieces there as well. So why not? I'll take that job, to be honest. If he does want to do coaching.
That Celtics Heat, man. Fam, it had so much expectation, but injuries just literally sucked the life out of that one.
Yeah, man, it had potential, man. I really thought Jimmy Butler versus Tatum versus the Celtics was going to be a great matchup again. Unfortunately, injuries have been a story slightly of these playoffs, man. Quite a few stars injured, so yeah, we knew what was going to happen. Game 2, it got interesting. I thought the Heat might not have a chance, but make it a bit more interesting. But then the Celtics, they stopped playing around and took care of business.
I think the Heat just had that one hot night. And obviously with the Heat losing Terry Rozier, Jimmy Butler.
What happened to Rozier?
I think it was an injury.
Damn, man, he just disappeared.
Sam, so even Udonis Hassan was like, yeah, these guys need to go to hospital. Yeah, get better. But I feel like next year they can make some noise.
But do you think they're going to go big game hunting? I've heard reports that Pat Riley wants to get a star.
Pat Riley's getting up there in age, and I know him. He really wants to win one before
one more in it.
Yeah,
send off. But people talk about Donovan Mitchell, players like that. But I feel like they need someone better, man, someone big. What about PG?
I'm hearing PG to either Magic.
PG's a big, he can swing a lot of teams' destiny during the summer because he's a free agent. PG, I mean, the purple and gold, we know that's been your team from when you were young. You're talking about how you used to watch the Clippers. We all know that's a lie. Why not come to the Lakers, man? You ain't got to move. You're down the hall.
Yeah, I think PG, that's not happening, man.
You don't think so?
Nah.
But tell me why.
I think to go from Clippers to Lakers in this current era is a bit mad.
Rusted it.
That was the other way around.
So to go from Clippers to Lakers?
Yeah.
I feel like going from the Lakers to the Clippers. I feel like because the Clippers being the B side. I feel like if you're being B side, you're being promoted to the A side now. You're on the Lakers, and you're with LeBron and AD.
I feel like he's too deeply rooted into that whole Clippers franchise.
Oh, okay. Been there, 5-6 years, something like that.
I think even just how he is with the team, how he is with the culture around.
Fair enough. But listen, man, people want to win at one point. And people will make moves. Remember Ray Allen going from the Celtics to the Heat?
Yeah, that's a different scenario, though.
Why?
I think if PG was to leave, I think he definitely will go to Lakers. Might go back to Indiana. But obviously, depends what they've got cat space.
Yeah,
but I'm hearing Mavs or Magic.
Yeah, I've been hearing Mavs. Someone said Knicks as well. But I've been hearing Mavs and Magic. I don't think the Mavs. I don't know, him, Luka.
I think so.
You think so?
Because PG is a kind of player that doesn't need the ball.
He doesn't, but how many? Because you also got Kyrie. They're kind of the same player then.
What, Kyrie? Nah.
Because one of them has to take a backseat.
Yeah, PG will be your number 3.
PG will be number 3, yeah.
Luka's your number 1, Kyrie's your number 2, and PG's your number 3.
3, okay.
Because the thing with PG, he can also dribble the ball. So similar to the Cleveland Cavs with Kyrie and LeBron.
Yeah.
But Kevin Love doesn't really have ball handling abilities like PG. No. So PG is your more hybrid 3-4.
Okay, I see. 2 minutes, I don't think he is a number 2, I don't know. Because him and Kawhi, even though they're just never healthy together. So I can't really say. The verdict is out on PG. We also have to talk about the Thunder sweeping the Pelicans. I didn't expect it. I thought the series was going to go to 7 games, but
7 games without Zion?
Even without Zion, I feel like the Pelicans, had a bit more experience, and boy, that did not show.
You know, the OKC Thunder, whenever I watch them, I really enjoy watching them play. Yeah. You see them as a team, all 5, 6, 7 of them, the key players, you can tell they get along. I think because they're all young and they're all roughly around the same age, you can definitely see that they gel well. Yeah,
definitely. And it's interesting to see, man, SGA and Chet, them two, and Jalen Williams as well, as a 3 actually, they surprised me, man. Even though I saw it in the regular season, they just took leaps in this playoff. So they're facing, obviously, the winner between the Mavs and Clippers. What chance do you give them against both teams?
I think they can stand a chance. I think that young core, that young naiveness to just do anything will show through. Because for me, they're playing with house money. Because even if they win or lose, I think it will be a good story for the league.
No, 100%. That's a good point. And even looking at the Mavs and Clippers, none of those two teams give me championship favourites kind of thing. So they could be beaten. It's not like they're head and shoulders above OKC.
And another thing with OKC, I think everyone knows their role. Everyone knows that SJ is the main guy.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams is the second guy. They know that Chet is the defensive thing. I think the one thing that they're really missing is another big body.
Yeah.
And do you know who should really go back to OKC?
Oh, KD.
Nah, not KD.
Oh,
It's Steven Adams. They're missing that kind of like young, big bruiser kind of player.
I would agree with you, but I feel like the injuries have overtaken Steven Adams.
To be fair,
if he was healthy though,
if he was healthy,
that would have been a great team.
But you need a player something of that ilk.
Yeah, definitely. But do you hear about the talks about KD going to OKC?
You should forget about it, man. That guy's just been going around America around, man.
I feel like he can't keep switching teams because how many teams has it been now? 3.
It's been about 3. I think he should at least give Suns one more season.
Yeah.
If he requests a trade, then fam, just retire, man.
It might be it, yeah. But yeah, no, OKC, man, balling, man. Shout out to them. Obviously getting disrespected in the media by a lot of people at the start of this series.
Shannon said they're the worst #1 seed.
I mean, it's not like I agreed with him, but I did feel like if the Lakers matched up against them,
easy.
It would have been
house
raps.
money, man.
It would have been raps. So, but no, they've been proving me wrong, man. They were balling out against the Pelicans. I didn't think it was going to be a sweep, even without Zion. But Brandon Ingram, man, he's had a bad year from Team USA.
That one, he's another player that, fam, whenever you just see him, he just looks high, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
fam, I was just like, fam, are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you can bun weed and all of that, but boy, like, fam, he doesn't look there.
Yeah, you could tell, man. And his game as well, man, is just like pull up mid range. That kind of stuff doesn't always translate into the playoffs unless you're like KD.
I think what Pelicans really need to do is make sure Zion in the off-season is working on his body, because you saw it towards the end of the season.
But we've seen his potential before, though. Like.
But that game against the Lakers, it was the injury that really messed up.
I guess, but cool, that's one game. How many chances is he going to get, though?
No, but I feel like if he actually takes his summer serious,
I agree.
It's like, I'm going into preseason working my body so that when preseason comes, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
No, I agree, definitely, but...
He shouldn't use the preseason. He shouldn't be what James Harden does, like, use the season to get in shape. Man.
Yeah, man. He's not that kind of guy. So we'll see. But I don't know. I think if it happens again next year, he needs to cut their losses.
Yeah, 100%.
I've definitely seen the potential though, man. Because again, against the Lakers, I was shook anytime he had a ball.
Who do you think won that trade?
No, Lakers, man. They got the chip at the end of the day.
That's true.
And I'm not being biased here, but at the end of the day, it's about rings. And the Pelicans, they haven't even made them past it round 1.
Do you feel like the NBA is changing the guard? Because for the first time in a long while, you ain't got Steph, you ain't got LeBron, you ain't got KD past the first round.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to agree with you, bro. I think it's time. LeBron, KD, and Steph only winning 1 game between them in round 1 of the playoffs.
That's crazy.
It's
and
crazy.
It was Goat James as well.
I mean, what is that little moral victory for you in the goal argument?
It didn't get swept.
But yeah,
it's true, man. It's disappointing to see like players that we've grown up watching. I remember when Steph Curry was really going at it. Like for me, definitely, I think the Draymond Green suspension really messed up Golden State.
Yeah.
Because they actually had a decent record.
Yeah.
But for me, I would say I still have hope for LeBron. I still have hope for Steph. KD, I'm not too sure, especially with them running it back. Yeah,
no, I agree, man. I think the Suns, unless they find themselves a point guard and get another big that's more mobile, I mean, they could do it, but yeah, I don't know. KD, his game just isn't the same. You can still see Steph and LeBron have some impact in the game, but again, their teams just aren't making sense.
Do you know one series that's been surprising me this season?
What's that?
It's the New York Knicks versus Philadelphia 76ers.
Ooh.
We called it before. Them two it's really getting chippy even between the fans.
I think that might be the best round 1 series.
Oh, so easily, hands down.
Yeah. Like, they've been going at it. The fans have been going at it. The players have been going at it. There's been bad blood between them.
And I think we're seeing the new stars like Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson really showing who's who. Yeah,
no, definitely. I feel like it's needed as well, man. Need some fresh blood in the league, obviously, with all the goals going out. So it's needed, man.
I just really feel for Embiid because you can tell he's clearly hobbled on one leg. But he's still balling, but for me, it's just like...
One leg, migraine, Bell's palsy, like, well, he's going through it, man.
Fam, he can never catch a break during the playoffs.
He's one of the most unluckiest stars in the league, man. Every time in the playoffs, but how much do you blame it on him as well?
To be fair, I just feel like his body's just failing him.
They always, like, a lot of the older players always say you can't be that big and that high playing at that kind of weight in the league. Like, he needs to slim down.
Yeah, like AD a bit.
Yeah, maybe get to that kind of size because he's big, man. He's like 7'2", 7'3". No diddy.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what these round 2 games are also going to be like.
Should be good, man.
But yeah, man, everyone, you guys should stay locked in on the Hoots Hustle podcast.
Yeah, the playoffs are here, so we're going to be coming regularly now. So keep watch.
Make sure you like and subscribe to us on YouTube and stay locked into us on social media.